The first one I want to talk about is the new MK Men Advanced Eye Cream. And Kirsty, there's one right there. You could be Vanna. And I want you to pass it around. I'd like for each of you to put just a little dab on your hand. I believe that you can sell twice as much if you know what it feels like and what it looks like. So even though this is for men, you've got to be able to tell them, hey, it's really creamy, it's smooth. So try a little bit of that on. Our product marketing group, this is what they say about this particular product. And believe it or not, more and more men today are concerned about the eye area. 5-10 years
I've
ago.
met 2 in a week.
Have you really?
And I don't know if this makes a difference, but both of them are black men.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I know 5-10 years ago, men, or most of the men that I encountered, really didn't care. But I've seen changes in the past few years. Now they're starting to care, but they don't want anything pink. They want it for men. So, our eyes tend to be the first place that we show visible signs of aging. And the same holds true in men. And that's the first place. And it's fatigue, stress, it's sun damage, and it's just plain old getting older. And you'll see puffiness, dark circles. That's all part of that too. And so if you've got a really good eye cream, it's going to work wonders. And always remember to tell your customers, the skin around your eye is the thinnest skin on your whole body. If I was to clip the skin off and hold it up, you'd probably see through it. It's like rice paper. It's that thin. It is the only skin that is not attached to a muscle. All the rest of your skin's attached to a muscle except for this. That's why, over the years, this area tends to sag. Okay? There's also no oil glands in this area. And that's why, over the course of years, without proper care, not only will you see the sagging, but they'll look real crepey looking. And it's because there's no oil glands. Well, if you take your ring finger, and if you touch this area right here under your eye, then touch this area here on your cheek, you can feel the difference in the thickness of the skin. Now, this skin right here, our moisturizer is developed for this type of skin. If we put our moisturizers around the eyes, it's not going to do it justice. It's probably going to make them puffy. Some people it may. You want a cream that's made for this type skin, and that's why we have eye creams. And I always, when I do my parties and facials, that's what I stress about eye creams, because people will ask me, well, why do I need an eye cream? I've got a moisturizer. And it's because they're two different types of skin, very different. So always be sure to tell your customers that. Now, the thing about the MK Men's Advanced Eye Cream is it's going to immediately hydrate and help to firm that skin around their eyes. It kind of reminds me of our firming eye cream. And that stuff works like it's wonderful. So this men's eye cream does the same thing. It's going to help firm the look. Okay, these are key words. If you tell them it's going to tighten that skin and it doesn't happen, they're going to point their finger and say, you lied to me. It's important to say it will improve, it will help to firm the look of the skin around the eye. So it is going to firm it, but it's not going to be drastic like most people would think. It will dramatically minimize the appearance, that's another buzzword, of the fine lines and wrinkles around the eye area. And it's going to soothe, brighten, and instantly smooth this area around the eyes. So it's going to do the same thing as your firming eye cream, except this is in a nice men-designed tube. Much easier. Okay, and eye cream can be a man's best friend. And if you don't have the picture of the director's husband Bill with the eyes, I know that's using the firming eye cream, but it's still the same concept, same type thing here. A power statement. See, with men, most of them's not frou-frou. They don't take pride in their skin stuff, but those that do, you just let them know that, hey, your eye area is going to feel smooth. It's going to feel soothed, protected. It's a clean face solution for every man. That's a good power statement. When it's going to reduce the appearance of dark circles and puffiness, tired eyes look revived. It revitalizes dull and fatigued skin, and the skin around the eyes feel refueled. The skin feels moisturized all day, and it restores the look of younger skin. What man, or woman for that matter, wouldn't want to hear that? Your target customer are the men who buy your Mary Kay products, of course. Also the women who buy the Mary Kay products for their men. You know, they might be buying them the firming eye cream, and you say, hey, I want you to try this. It's a lightweight, oil-free cream that contains skin conditioners. It immediately hydrates. And you notice how in the men they're using the word hydrate versus moisturize? It helps firm the look of the skin around the eyes. It dramatically minimizes the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. Now this product, you need to tell your man to use it every morning and every night. It's ophthalmologist tested. It's clinically tested for skin irritancy and allergy, hypoallergenic, oil-free, non-comedogenic. Do y'all know what that means?
Won't clog the pores.
Right, it does not clog the pores. It's suitable for all skin types, and it's great for contact lens wearers, and it will last approximately 3 months. And I didn't get the ingredients in it. Shame on me. I did not get that. It wasn't on this page. Did you print out one specific for the eye makeup remover?
Mm-hmm. It was the product fact sheet.
Okay, and it had that
Key
ingredients on it.
ingredients and functions.
Well, the men's product doesn't have it on there. Anyway, the next new men's product is the MK Advanced Facial Hydrator Sunscreen SPF 30. They're going to love it. UV rays can lead to fine lines and wrinkles. It leads to hyperpigmentation, which is dark spots or freckles, and skin cancer. Now, I'm really big on skin cancer. My mother has had several places removed from her face, and so I'm really big on sun protection.
A little bit goes a long way.
Does it? So it's
Got the whole
very...
hand.
Yeah.
Okay, so little bit goes a long way.
Oh, it's very brightening.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, it is.
Mm-hmm.
You need to show that on the video. Very brightening. It's pretty cool.
That sounds like a
We can do that too. There you go. There you go.
That's better.
Very pretty.
Now, this product contains our patented MK Men complex. So they have their own complex. And that's going to help reduce the look of fine lines and wrinkles. This product is going to immediately hydrate their skin, and it's going to protect their skin from those damaging sun rays. It's going to absorb very quickly. Did that absorb quickly?
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to leave your skin feeling refreshed. And it's going to hydrate for over 10 hours. Your power statement again, smooth, soothed, protected, clean face for every man. After only 1 week, they found that this product helped energize dull skin, helped combat the look of fatigue, helped promote a clear and bright complexion. You might have to take over. And it leaves the skin feeling firm and helps control oil. And I do need somebody to take it. Who wants to read this?
Okay. Where'd you leave off at?
Right up here at the top.
Oh, okay.
Turn your camera around.
Yeah, that's okay. Just listen to my voice behind the screen here. Okay, so you had the helps energize dull skin, combat the look of fatigue, helps promote a clear and bright complexion, leaves skin feeling firm, and helps control oil. It does contain the over-the-counter drug product, which is the sunscreen. And those results were reported during a 3-week independent consumer study. So the target customer, current MK Men skincare customers. Here we go. Any man who wants to help combat the early signs of premature aging and protect his skin from sun damage, and women who buy the products for them in their life. So, let's see. Where's that part? It's formulated with an antioxidant to help fight free radicals, which come from the environment and can contribute to fine lines and wrinkles. Use it in the morning to help hydrate and comfort skin all day, so they don't use it at night.
No, that was the one interesting fact that I found is the men only need to use this once a day, and that's in the
Lucky
mornings.
men.
And well, well, I thought about it, and it's because it has sunscreen in it, and there's no sun out at night.
So what would they use at night then? If they cleanse or...
Well, I would suggest that they use the MK Men moisturizer at night.
That's...
Once that's gone, then they could always use, one of the Time-Wise moisturizers.
Okay.
So their skin, men's skin, is a lot different than our skin.
Okay.
So that's that. And then the other new thing that's going to be really incredible, and I really hope that you all order at least one of these sets for your demo bag, and that is the men's, the colognes, the men's cologne. So I've already got one in my bag, and it's a great way to demo it. And it's got all of the fragrances in there, and those I'm a little jealous because those bottles are bigger than the ones that we got for our little fragrances. Definitely.
The only thing that I think I like the women's better is because it's a mini version of our bottle.
The bottle looks exact.
It looks exact, but it's just mini, and those are all kind of the same.
But these are more...
That's all
But
manly.
it
Yes.
is very manly.
Yeah, you've got to think, man. So this makes a great graduation gift for a fella. A great Father's Day. Remember, Father's Day is coming up. You got to start thinking about Father's Day. And you really got to target the women. And women are easy to target for this, You could fix up little gifts with just one of those. Or you could fix up with the whole set. The shaving cream. And those things are going to be leaving us. So you want to, order while you can certain products.
So they're getting rid of the shaving cream and stuff?
That's what I had heard. So I don't know the exact truth of that yet, but that's what I'd heard. So
In my
And this
experience
is
with my team
domain?
this week that I've talked to, when I said the word hydrate, their eyes opened really big.
did it really?
Like that word both intrigued both of them.
And I wonder if you'd have said moisturize, if it would have just.
Yeah.
Well, I think I
Feminine.
probably threw that word in, but I think
That's trippy.
they kind of don't hear that word, because
Mhm.
Oh, this stuff.
they don't really care, about that. But when I said hydrate, they're like, oh yeah, really dry skin.
Mm-hmm.
I think they associate the word hydrate better than moisturize. And then also, both of them are in sales. So I think that men in sales in particular, like we have a lot of sales, most of our sales reps, in fact, are men. And I've noticed that those men, they dress sharp, and, they shave in the morning. Like, they're really focused on what they look like. And I think those are great target men customers.
I agree. So your salesmen, pharmacy sales reps, and other sales reps, that would be good. So, I like that. Good idea. Good idea. Okay. So next week, we won't be meeting next week, but the following week, I want to start doing these product infomercials. Okay, that's how we're going to be very well versed in all of our products. So Kirsty had already volunteered herself to use and study up on the oil mattifier. It's something she hadn't really had experience with, and so I want you to be thinking about a product that you've not had any experience with, that you would like to try for a week and learn about. Well, let's see, Whitney, what have you not used?
I don't know. It's a hard one. I don't know.
You don't know?
What have I not used?
I'll fish around here some stuff too.
I love the translucent powder.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I wore it, what was it, yesterday at work. I got called in at 6 a.m. And so I threw that on. That's all I had on. But I just feel like it holds the moisture in.
Uh-huh.
And like it didn't make, because like if I don't wear anything at all, I get really shiny. Because I live by mineral powder at work. But I didn't have time for all that. So my translucent powder, I love it.
So it really did help control the shine.
Oh yeah.
So that's a good selling point for, especially people with oily skin. A lot of people with oily skin doesn't even want makeup because they're oily and they feel like it just turns into mud. So that's a good selling point. Well, think about it for a minute. We'll come back to you.
All right.
Kathy, what about you? What's something you'd like to try?
I'm gonna look at the book.
Let's see. Hmm.
Have you tried the new Lash Love Lengthening
That's
Mascara?
what I was just thinking of, but I don't have any.
Okay. Well, will you be
But
back in an order soon?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, why don't you, we'll schedule it out. Give you time to get one in and try it for a week.
I'm trying to build up a big order so I can finally use Biz Builder bucks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I've never been able to use, well, I think once maybe I've been able to use them. But now I'm going, wow, it's like a kid in a candy store.
Yay.
Yeah, so I was able to transfer the money. I had my savings account into my checking account for the flight. There's no way I would have been able to do that last
Oh,
year.
Mary Kay money. That's awesome.
Yeah, but I'm going more into the Mary Kay account than the savings, so I got to put some more in.
So you'll do the new Lash Love Lengthening, and I'll,
Okay.
let's see, let's get our little calendars out. I don't have June yet. Why don't you do it, say, what about June the 10th?
Okay.
At work? 6:10, Kathy's gonna do. Okay. And-
I got mine.
You got yours? Okay.
The soothing eye gel.
Soothing eye gel.
I've only
Okay.
used it once.
Put it in your fridge.
Huh?
Put it in your fridge.
Put it in my fridge.
Yeah.
Keep it in the fridge.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
especially
Oh, yeah.
when it's warm like this.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I'll do that. I think it's in my background.
Okay, you want to do, let's do you, since you've got one then, we'll put you down for June the 3rd, that first Monday. Dawn, do you think you'll be here, or do you want to pick, why don't you pick one and learn it anyway?
I mean, anything.
How about, let's see here, how about, what skincare do you use, the Botanicals or Tone-Wise?
The time-wise.
The Tone-Wise, have you ever tried the Botanicals?
Mm-mm.
Do you have any?
I think I do.
Okay, well why don't you pick one of those to try?
Okay.
Okay, and I know you never can tell by your schedule.
Yeah, I don't know, week to week.
We'll put you down for the 17th. You know, if
Okay.
you're here, great, and if not, we know you're at work.
Do you want me to do the 10th then? Because we won't have one next meeting, so the next one after that's the 3rd, so I can do the 10th.
Well, Kathy's going to do the lash lengthening. Okay. So then if she does 17, then that'll be the 24th.
Okay,
So we'll do you the 24th. Which one do you want to use?
I'm doing the oil mattifier.
Oh, wait a minute. You're doing that next week. We
We're
weren't
not
here
here
next
next
week.
week, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, do the oil mattifier then.
Okay.
And Dawn's going to pick a botanical to use.
So where did you get the product fact sheet?
Okay.
Oh.
Good question.
Product Central.
Product Central. Okay.
Yeah, I want you, in fact, if you've not been on Product Central lately, go on there. There is, we learned at Finish Strong, there is so much on there. I mean, so you can find out ingredients, you can find out your target customers, the use up rate. There are flyers on Product Central, lots of information. So, you know, if you could take 15, 20 minutes just to look in there, you're gonna learn a lot just from looking. So that's what I would encourage you to do.
You put it all
Absolutely.
on your phone, so all the information I had for tonight, I did on my phone while waiting for Melissa at Applebee's. And sometimes at night when I can't sleep, I'll grab my phone and I'll watch the training videos from MK in Touch just
Yes.
from my phone.
Speaking of the phone, let's talk about our phones for a few minutes. There's some things on here. Now, you have apps. Do you have a phone that has apps?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I had one of them where you could do half of their face.
The
And,
Mary
like,
Kay-
yeah, it was one of the Mary Kay ones.
Yeah.
You can put certain colors. And I don't know what happened to it.
the virtual
I believe
makeover. We
it's
probably just
somehow-
need to
I can't
download
do
it
that.
again.
Yeah.
That's why I want to. I can do the Mary Kay catalog.
But you can't. Well, and it depends on your phone because it does take up a lot of memory to do. It's really cool though if you can. if you have an iPhone, there's a really cool app called the Regimen, MK Regimen.
It's on Android as well.
It
used
is
to be.
now?
It was at first because I got it. First, I thought it was.
Now, what's your phone?
I have the Samsung Galaxy Blaze. I thought it was because I had it for a little while.
Yeah,
But I don't know if I
yeah.
had it on here. If I had it on my I may have just had it on my.
I bet you
iPad.
had it on your iPad.
Probably. Sorry, never mind.
One of the big, but see, you can take your phone, and that's one of the things they're really talking about now is making your business so mobile. You've got MKE catalogs, and I have not figured this out. I'm going to, but I found out today that you can go onto MKE catalog and you can have all your customers automatically download it. I guess there's a link or something. I'm gonna figure that out. But that's a good one to keep on there. Show and sell is another great one to keep on there. You know, if you've got an iPad, maybe you wouldn't want to take this little phone and do a party and say, you know, it doesn't work that way. But if you have an iPad, the show and sell is really great. And it's just like having a book there. And then there's the makeover, the catalogs. One of the big things is Voxer.
Yeah, how do you get that?
Okay, here's what you do. This is what I know. I can only tell you what I know.
Tanya was talking. She said, you know, email, text me, or Vox.
Or Vox. Vox is like an instant walkie-talkie. That's exactly what it's like. You download it, okay? It's free. It's a free app. And you want to download the one that's got it's got orange and it's got the little white man in it, because the other one you have to pay for.
Now
This
where-
is the free one. You just want to. It's V as in Victor, Oxer, Voxer.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know how to spell it.
And
Where
then
do I-
Go to your Google Play.
yeah, go to your Google Play. Kirsty's
Yes.
yeah. So once it comes on there, and this will pull all of your contacts for you. It just pulls. It syncs everything. And don't do like I did. Did y'all get some crazy message last week from me?
No.
Well, I said invite all friends, and I just selected all. Well, I'm getting phone calls and texts. Who is this? What is that? And I'm like, I haven't talked to you for years. It was really pretty funny. So, but anyway, you can, what I have learned is that Julia Burnett does unit training on here. Okay. And to find her, you got to find Julia Burnett. And I still haven't figured out how to add people yet, like to add you all. I suggest that you find Julia Burnett and email her or send her your email address and tell her you would like to be included in her unit training. And between this and the $1 Million Message,
Oh,
you
yeah.
got some great things there.
Oh, and then both Tanyas were talking about Nicole.
Cole, something with a C. Hold on, I think I wrote it down.
Kesselman.
Castleman?
Yeah.
Oh, it might be Castman. I wrote Colesman. Coselman is what I wrote down.
There you go.
The
Kathy,
one
you'll have to log
to
into
director.
it.
But
Call.
You'll have to sign up
Oh, okay.
That's what I
with your
listened to.
email address
Oh,
and your
okay,
phone
I
that's
know
a
it's
new
on
one.
Facebook or something.
It must be.
She's kind of like a
Tanya
Ari
said the
Hathaway.
best 35 minutes.
Yeah, I listened to it.
I had it on my to-do list.
Okay, well, we'll write that down.
She's got some amazing
And
ideas.
I think Tanya might have had her on. I can't remember.
Mm-hmm.
But Tanya does want, that's one thing I emailed or text you about.
Yeah,
She does want to do the
she's
Skype.
going to do a Skype training with us.
After.
Yeah, after seminar.
Oh gosh, she is
So, on the
so
Voxer,
busy.
I'm going to start using this more than text messaging. so y'all can hear my voice more than just see the words. And I have to thank Kirsty for that. And I'm gonna go ahead and tell why. We shared our dessert the other night, and she liked to hear my voice. That's basically what she said. I don't know why, but it made her feel good. Whatever I said made her feel good. And so it got me to thinking. You know, we are so caught up in emails and texting that we forget this voice. I have. I mean, honestly. So I thought, and I don't have a lot of time, and nobody does, to sit and talk on the phone. But you can use Voxer for the same thing. Like, well, I've got an audio message right here. Let's see what she says. We'll just play it. She just told me she's on Voxers that come from my invitations. So, if I wanted to do it back, I was press this.
You press and hold, right?
Hey, Deb, it's great to hear from you. I'll be catching up with you soon. Play it back. It's supposed to. So it's kind of like a recorder in a way. But you know, like let's say you were running a promotion to certain customers. You know, if you had them on Voxer, you could just send them a little message. You know, and you're not going to take up any of their time. And I think it's really a good thing. So that's what I'm going to start doing. So get on Voxer, and I'm gonna start in the next couple of weeks sending Voxer
You
messages.
can send pictures and text through it as well.
Can you? Well, you seem to know more about this than I do.
Yeah.
What can you teach
Yeah.
me?
Well, like, if I go and I like select you on here,
Uh-huh.
and I click box Melissa Noe, there's a little camera. So I sent you a picture of my fish
That's
bowls.
right. That's right.
So you can hit the little camera to send a picture, and you can like
Hold
use
it in
the
front of your
camera.
screen there too, so they can see.
There's a little oh nope, right that. Well, it was there. Easier said than done. Little camera in the corner, right? That area. Yeah. Okay. And you can send pictures. You can either use the camera or one from your photo gallery, or you can hit on the left. There's a little box with the pen, and so if you hit that, it takes you to like a message type thing, so you can type in. So I could send her like a text message through Voxer.
Oh, so you could also text through here as well.
And then the middle button is, of course, the walkie-talkie button. You press and hold to record, and then just push the play button if you want to hear it back. And it makes a really loud noise whenever you get a box. You hadn't gotten one yet. It's a really loud noise.
Which you can turn that off.
Yeah. And you can adjust the volume, I think, in here somewhere.
Okay.
There's a hold and talk. I wonder.
Mine says hold and talk. Mine's
Yeah.
They're different from the iPhone and Android.
Yeah.
They're different.
Yeah, they are a little different. But I'm just looking in the options, and there's hold and talk is off, and I wonder if I do that, it's recording, and I don't have to hold it.
Oh.
So you're going to get a really weird message here in a minute.
Okay.
I don't know how it would be on the Android, because I'd have to pull it up on here to see.
Right.
But there's like a little options button, so I just hit that, and it took me to chat, like,
Okay.
to this little menu thing. And then I just went down to the bottom where it says hold to talk, and it was on, and I just pushed it and turned it off. So now I can just hit that button. Instead of sending blank messages,
Right.
you know, it'll start recording as soon as you hit the button. So,
Yep, there it is.
yeah.
It come that quick.
And that's how you can add someone to the chat, too. Yeah.
I think that's just... I just think that's really cool, and I think it'd be a great way for all of us to keep in touch with each other. It's another alternative to texting. And I think customers would probably appreciate that too.
Because I hear your voice.
Yeah, to hear your voice. And like I said, I've got to thank Kirsten.
But if they don't have it.
Then you have to text. Or invite them. You know, that's something you might tell your customers at, you know, at their appointment. Hey, you know, do you have Voxer? And if they do, great, you know, I can, you know, let's be friends on there. We'll learn it. We'll learn as we go. I have one more thing, and then we're going to be done for the evening. This is an email that I got, and I meant to go over it last week. It's very important. It is from Senior National Sales Director Carol Anton and National Sales Director B. Milslagle. And it's about the no touching policy. Have y'all heard about that? Okay, all right. I just thought this was really interesting. You want to stick with you want to instruct them, because your customers, you want to teach them, because that's what sets Mary Kay apart from everything else, is we take a teaching approach, and we're not supposed to touch because you have to be a licensed cosmetologist to do that. So, here's something very interesting. This gal had an interesting facial yesterday. Okay. Let's see. And the lady kept saying she didn't understand how to apply color. So the consultant helped her. And on and on. She kept asking her to help her, and the consultant kept saying no, continuously. But she told her, she said, we don't touch our customers, but I'll teach you how to apply it yourself. Now, take into consideration that this customer was very persistent in telling her, I don't know how to put this on. Can you show me? Can you do it? And I know we get that all the time. So Rhonda finally, she said, no, I'll teach you how to apply it yourself. Okay? But the lady kept after her. So finally, when they're all finished, the customer gave her, the consultant, her business card, and she thanked her for not touching her. The customer worked for the state of Nevada, and they were actively out undercover
Oh my goodness.
seeing if we do our business under the Mary Kay guidelines.
Oh.
The state in Nevada wants to change legislature to require schooling and business licenses for all independent beauty consultants. She told the consultant that they were gathering the information and evidence to bring the case. And the reasoning is the state, she mentioned California and Nevada, they need the revenue due to the bad economy. And Mary Kay isn't the only business they're targeting. So, just keep in mind, this is only in Nevada that it happened. In California, may not ever happen to you. It could. It's a no-touching policy, and I know it's really easy to want to just do it, but we really should. If it's your friend, that's a different story, or your family member, that's a different story. But a complete stranger, don't touch. That's all I have for this week. Anybody have anything?
I have something about the wrap parties that are going around.
Yes, please do tell us.
The wrap parties.
Oh, yeah.
I was reading on In Touch. I'll read the little section where you get the discussion board. And someone had posted how they're having a lot of luck, and someone else posted that there was a conversation with legal and that Mary Kay doesn't support those parties. And so I'm not really sure where we're at with that right now, but just to keep an eye open to see, because Mary Kay may not approve of us doing that because our focus is skincare, not
Right.
So I don't know.
That is the picture you see floating around on Facebook, where you
Yeah.
could take the Targeted Action body lotion, Visibly Fit body lotion, and the hand cream, and you put it on the area that you're wanting to reduce, and you wrap saran wrap, and it's out there. They're doing parties, but you said legal department has not approved that.
According to this director, I don't know if it's one of her consultants or whatever, but someone had called legal to question, and legal said they do not support those parties. And she said, we might hear something at seminar about it. I would think if it were really that big a deal, they would post something on In Touch about it.
Mm-hmm.
They wouldn't wait until seminar since it's such a big deal right now. But that was just something I'd heard, so just keep an eye out.
Actually, I think I know something about this. My in-laws actually owned the rights to the body wrapping in our area, in Lexington and south of here, Somerset and areas, and they had to sell their rights in order for anyone else to be able to operate body wraps. So they made my in-laws don't own it anymore, but whoever now owns that may be contacting Mary Kay and saying, hey, they're soliciting this product. I have the rights to do body wraps, and they're using your products but soliciting the same thing. So that might actually not be.
So it might be
solicit. I mean, I've shared it with like my mom
Right.
and said,
Right.
hey, this is something you can try, and I plan on trying it myself just for
Me
myself.
too.
But
Yeah.
I don't know if we should probably like sell that.
We
Yeah.
probably
You know what I
shouldn't
mean?
sell that group or sell
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
concept.
I wouldn't like sell, like we sell satin hands
Right.
as a foot treatment because that's what it is.
Right.
But I wouldn't sell those two lotions with saran wrap as a
body
body wrap.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Probably wait until we hear something official from
Because I know
corporate
my
before we
husband's
start.
talked about it. Like it was a big deal to own like he was like nobody could they did it at Zion Salon in Lexington
Uh-huh.
is where they did it, and they they had to like drive to Somerset and sell rights to somebody to be able to have a store in Somerset.
Wow.
Like it was like a big like regional thing. Like people had to pay them to be able to do it.
So it's
It
a
was
big
really
old
weird.
deal.
Yeah, it's apparently a big deal.
And I wonder too about the consultants who are with It Works, because they do those wraps too.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, by providing it, like, I feel like we're kind of stepping out. I mean, I know it's not, they're two separate businesses, but we're kind of stepping out onto their territory as well
Yeah.
and taking, commissions,
I
profits for them
wouldn't.
by doing
I
it,
wouldn't
too.
run right out doing wrap
Yeah.
parties
Either.
until we hear an official word. But like you
Yeah.
said, Whitney, if you want to try it on yourself, because I'm going to,
Yeah.
because it looked pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome. But yeah, everything, when you in business, it's legal, and you want to do things the right way.
Mm-hmm.
So, awesome. Well, that's all I have tonight, girls. Y'all go out and make it an awesome week this week. Enjoy the weather. And I tell you what, we won't have a meeting next Monday, but the following Monday when we come back, the 10th,
Mm-hmm.
how would you all like to do pedicures
Ooh, yeah.
for our training? Want to do some pedicures? Because it's that time of year, and this is the parties that people want in the summertime are pedicure parties. And that's practically all I do in the summertime is pedicure parties. So we will pamper our piggies using our satin hands.
Are we going to do waterless pedicures?
We'll do water. We'll actually soak our feet,
Do you
weather
have
permitting.
basins?
I do.
Okay.
I have about 10 or 12 of them.
I have
I have some. I have everything we need.
Never used
But if weather permitting, we'll sit outside in the tiki hut, and maybe I'll make some pink lemonade that we can sip on, and just enjoy ourselves, learn how to do a pedicure so that we can go do pedicure parties. And then we'll have our product commercial, and we'll see what happens there. Thank you
And
all.
please don't buy any basins. I will bring you some.
Oh, I bet you can get all of them from the hospital. Can't you?
That's what I have. They're like this big around. They're blue. They're like baby blue. It's the only color I can get, unfortunately. But they're like this big around. I mean, I have size 7 feet, and I still have space in there. So even bigger feet can fit in there. But I have like 20, and my husband is on me. Where you've never even used it.
Well, just
Why
bring
are
them
you-
with you.
They're huge. They're like this big, and I have sacks.
Just bring them with
So,
you. Keep the
yeah.
ones you want, and I'm sure you will have no problem giving the others away.
Well, I'll keep an eye out because the only people that ever, like, what happens is we open surgery and then the person can't come to surgery for whatever reason. And so we have to throw all that stuff away. You
Oh,
can't
I
save
see.
it for anything. So people take the stuff home. And the only people that ever want those big things is people that have, like, massive dogs and they use the outside feeding bowls. But you have to have a pretty big dog to use these because they're, like, this deep in this.
Well, bring them with
My
you
dog can take a
because
bath in it.
Yeah.
So no one ever takes them. They normally end up going in the trash. So I think it was last year. I was like, that would be perfect. So
Yeah.
I've started saving them since last year. Now
well, keep saving them, honey, and bring them
I
because
will. I'll keep.
I've done pedicure parties with as many as 18.